How many times have you set New Year's goals only to lose motivation and fall back into the familiar by mid-January? In this video, I'm going to show you over 10 healthy habits that will help you reset for the new year, achieve your goals, glow up physically and mentally, and make this year your best year yet. I'm gonna be real with you guys. 2023 was not my year. It was a lot of trial and error, mostly error, but I have learned so much. While there were a lot of ups and downs, I actually had a little bit of a glow up and I achieved some of the goals that I set in the beginning of the year. So today I'm sharing with you guys over 10 healthy habits that will make 2024 your best year yet. Some of these habits are things that I actually have been doing for the past year, and some of these habits are things that I hope to do this year. These habits are gonna help you glow up not only physically, but mentally, and just help you overall have an amazing year. The first healthy habit is kind of cliche, but it is to have a morning routine. I know what you guys are thinking, girl, this is so cliche, like everybody says this, but hear me out. I think all of us naturally have a morning routine. Like we all kind of wake up, have coffee, and then we check our phones or brush our teeth, get dressed, whatever. So whether it's intentional or not, all of us basically have a morning routine already. So the key here is to switch out your bad habits for good habits. For example, if the first thing you do every single morning is reach for your phone and scroll on TikTok for 15 minutes, instead of doing that, you could reach for a gratitude journal and go through and write 10 things that you're grateful for. Or if you're Christian, you could grab your Bible and just like read a couple passages. See how these two habits are so similar? They take the exact same amount of time and effort, and yet one is going to start your day filling you up with useless information that is literally not going to benefit you in any way and probably just distract you, make you late for school, etc. And the other habit is going to set you in a good mindset. It's going to make you excited and ready for the day, and it's going to help you become the best version of yourself. Some healthy habits that you can incorporate into your morning routine are making your bed, drinking hot lemon water, gratitude journaling, or incorporating your morning skincare. The next healthy habit is to enjoy your alone time. I know this isn't necessarily a habit, but I think we do get in the habit of relying on other people or relying on friends for us to have fun or to try new things, etc. I have a little story time for you guys about this. The day before my birthday, a couple weeks ago, I was actually planning to meet up with a friend and we were gonna go to this really cool like church concert thing. And then at the last minute, something happened with her car and she couldn't come. So I had the choice to either stay in the familiar and be a little couch potato and not go and probably just read all night, or I could go and I could walk into a room of like 300 people that I don't know any of them and they all have really cool style. So I decided to go by myself, and I'm so happy that I did that because I ended up actually walking out with 2 new friends, and I did spend like half of the entire event by myself, but I literally enjoyed it so much. Don't get me wrong, socializing is good and friends are absolutely amazing. They can build you up, they can give you new ideas, fresh perspectives, and things can be so much more fun with friends. But I think if we're uncomfortable with being alone, that can really hold you back in a lot of things because you'll be relying on having other people there to come with you, to come talk to somebody, to do this or do that, or to follow your passions or your dreams, when in reality, you just kind of need to learn how to be by yourself and do it yourself. I'm so glad that I pushed myself to go out of my comfort zone and to go do something by myself, because sometimes we can't control the circumstances. I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but since I'm Christian, I always think about it when I'm going into a new environment or a new place, and I'm always like, you know what, like I'm not actually truly alone because God is with me no matter what. And I was praying and I was like, you know what, Lord, like we're just going into this event together, we're doing this thing together, and it was literally so much fun. The next healthy habit is daily exercise. This is something that my mom actually kind of like implemented in me from a young age. She always encouraged me and my sister to go outside and play sports and to run around and just to be active. So now I feel like whenever I don't at least like take a walk, I feel so weird. Like I have like excess energy, I don't know what to do with myself. I low-key get depressed because working out like releases endorphins, so working out literally does make you happier. And it doesn't need to be like a hardcore workout. If that's not really your thing, trust me, I'm so uncoordinated. I am terribly uncoordinated. So I've never done sports, but I found ways that I like to be active that really just make it fun. I like Pilates, I like taking nature walks. You can do like dance workouts on YouTube. Literally, I love those. You can work out with friends, with siblings, or even just by yourself, but just find creative ways that make you excited to move your body. It's just gonna make you happier, you're gonna feel way healthier. But also don't be afraid to give yourself breaks, because sometimes if I'm overwhelmed or I'm just feeling super tired, I'm totally okay with saying, you know, today is a break day, we're not gonna do anything, or we're just gonna do something really chill, because sometimes your body does need rest and you need to take care of yourself. And the next healthy habit is to start eating healthy whole foods. Listen up, I was the chicken nugget kid until literally like last year. I was the pickiest person I knew. My diet consisted of like 3 things on the entire planet. I was so unhealthy, and now I look back and I cringe because I am the complete opposite of that now. I think once I like started educating myself and reading books and articles about what is actually in our food, I got like disgusted. So now I literally just eat like eggs and like real actual food. It is insane how much can change in a year. This is like the top 3 things that I am really happy that happened in 2023 is me completely switching my diet. I have also noticed like my hair looks better, my skin looks better, I feel better, all because I'm eating healthy whole foods. I used to have a lot of processed stuff in my diet, and I wouldn't say I was necessarily like unhealthy because everything I was eating was always like organic, but now I'm focusing on like, would I see it in nature or not? If I would not see it in nature, I probably wouldn't eat it. The next healthy habit is to get your beauty sleep. Now this one is kind of like a personal problem, but I know some of you out there might also have bad sleep schedules, so we are in this together. I definitely get enough sleep. It's not like the best hours per se, and I just want to do better because I know that it affects like every single aspect of your life and your health. Something that I'm going to be doing is inching it back by like either 15 or 30 minutes every single day until I get to my goal time of going to bed. I've heard a lot of people say that this is like the best way to repair your sleep schedule, so we're going to be trying that out. Something I've been doing recently actually that has helped me sleep a lot better is the last like hour or 2 before I go to bed, I will like not go on any screens. So I'll typically like get ready for bed and then I'll just like read for like 3 hours. I'm joking, but at least 30 minutes, honestly. The other day, actually, I did read for 3 hours before bed. No regrets here. Speaking of which, the next healthy habit is to read 10 pages a day. Depending on how much you like to read, you can change this number, but I really think that reading every single day can completely change your life. For me personally, I read the Bible every single morning and night. I read it like constantly, honestly. But I also love reading fiction books. I also love reading nutrition books and like health books. And I have definitely seen how it affects your mindset. I also feel like I speak better. Like ever since I started reading, I feel like my vocabulary has expanded. I feel like I speak more confidently. And overall, it's just a really good habit to start. I would say 10 pages a day. I know it can seem like a lot, but I think if you find books that you are really, really interested in, you can easily achieve that number. But you know what? Reading can be an expensive habit. I actually think there's like an app where you can connect your phone to your library and like check out ebooks. I will put it on the screen if I figure out what the app is. I never tried it, but I think that is such a great idea. If you want to take this habit up a notch, you can make it a goal to read 10 pages of non-fiction / educational material. That's my problem though. I would much rather read cheesy fiction books that make me happy rather than reading educational books, but I do try to create a little mix of everything. The next healthy habit is to learn how to break down your goals into mini goals. Now listen up guys, because this is one of the biggest tips I can give you. Again, this is probably like top 3 things I learned this year. So if A is where you want to be right now, but you want to get to Z, it's gonna seem impossible. Like how do you get there? How do you get from here to here? It literally seems impossible, but you don't actually have to get from A to Z. You just have to get from A to B and then from B to C all the way until you get to point Z. I hope that made sense, but basically someone taught me that if you break down your goals into mini goals, you actually have a way better chance of achieving that goal because you know the steps you're gonna take. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I thought I'd said that backwards. Thank goodness I did not, because that confidence I had there, girl, was confident. So with every single goal you set this year, whether you have like 3 big goals or you have 15 goals, no matter what the number is, make sure you break down every single goal into every single little step, and then every single day you do something to get you closer to your goal. This is literally life-changing and something that helped me actually achieve a lot of my goals this year. The next healthy habit is regular reflection on your goals. Speaking from experience, I usually like write goals in the beginning of the year and I'm all hyped, I'm all excited, and then after a certain amount of time I just like completely forget that that goal even existed and I get distracted by like the things of life. So I would say every single month, every single week, and every single day have a time that you do like a little mini reflection on your goals. So every single month, make sure you write down, these are my 3 main priorities of the month. This is what I'm going to do to get me towards these goals. Every single week you can write it down, like literally schedule it. I'm going to do this on Monday, this on Tuesday, this on Wednesday, etc. to achieve my goal. And then every single morning you check your to-do list and you just say, okay, this is the thing that I'm going to do to get myself towards my goal. Besides taking like a rest day, make sure that as many days as you can, you do something to move you towards your goal. Even if it's the tiniest thing ever, make sure you do something every single day. And by reflecting regularly on your goals, you can look back and say, okay, what did I do this month that helped me achieve my goal, and what did I do that hindered me from achieving my goal, and how can I take what I've learned from this month and apply it to the next month. The next goal is limiting screen time. I obviously personally love social media. I have a YouTube channel. I literally love Pinterest. I feel like social media can be used for so many good things, but it also can be used for so many bad things. And I think a lot of the time we get wrapped up in the drama. We get wrapped up in the chaos of the social media. So I'm definitely not saying you have to be off social media completely, because so many good things can come out of it. But I am saying that I think we should set boundaries, and this is something that I have been doing recently. I put screen time on my phone, so it gives me a little reminder after a certain amount of time to get off my phone. Trying to like okay, someone is salty. And another thing is, don't only be mindful of how much time you're spending on social media, but also what you are consuming on social media. We will get more into that in a second. The next healthy habit is to declutter regularly. I have like 3 spots in my room: my closet, underneath my bed, and my dresser, that are kind of just like the places where stuff seems to gather. So every single month I will go through all of my drawers in my dresser and check that off the list. I will go through my under the bed bins and I will clear out things that I'm not using, and I will just kind of clean under my bed and I will check that off the list. And then last but not least, I will just go through my closet, tidy everything up, get rid of things that I'm not using, donate them. I think cleaning our rooms can seem so overwhelming if we have a lot of stuff. So I think just making it a little habit to every single month, or even if you want to do every single week, just do a little tidy up. I actually probably do a little one every single week, like a little tidying up every single week and then a big one every single month. But doing this on like a regular basis really makes such a big difference, because it helps you from accumulating a lot of stuff. And actually this past year I'm really happy because I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff. Like I don't really have that much excess stuff. I'm low-key becoming a minimalist. Like I've always wanted to be. I don't think I can do it with clothes and books, but besides that, I'm low-key a minimalist. Along with that, make sure you declutter your digital space. All of your photos on your phone, your notes on your phone, your calendar, even your like music, like whatever you use to play music, just going through your playlist, getting rid of playlists that are like sad or you don't listen to anymore, etc. Because digital clutter also affects you, and it kind of like just gets in the way of you being productive and it's distracting. The next healthy habit is to practice self-discipline. When you think about it, kids are just told what to do constantly. Like when you're 5 years old, someone's always telling you what to do, like whether that's your parent or your teacher. We are all kind of like trained up to like look to someone else for like what we're supposed to do. But when you become a teenager, you are kind of like in control of how you spend your time and what you're doing. So something I've been doing recently is I've been trying to like parent myself and learn how to discipline myself. If I know I need to do something, but I'm like really wanting to procrastinate and like keep reading or like scrolling on Pinterest or watching YouTube videos, I will just remind myself that if I do it now, I can get it out of the way and it's going to be so much better, because then afterwards I can completely relax. I'm still not the best at self-discipline, but I'm definitely seeing improvement every single day, because mentally I have it in my head that I want to be a disciplined person. I want to be someone who just does things, who doesn't procrastinate, who gets things done, and girl boss. Something I had to learn, and I think a lot of other teenagers need to learn, is that it is no one else's job to make me study. It is no one else's job to make me clean my room, to get my work done, to work out, etc. It is 100% my responsibility. Not that other people don't want to see you succeed, but they have their own lives too. They have their own priorities. So it's no one else's responsibility to make me be productive, which means that I have to learn how to push myself. So I think mastering self-discipline can really be the key to helping you achieve your goals. The next healthy habit is to only consume beneficial content. I once read a quote and it said something about how your diet is not just what you eat, but it's what you listen to, it's what you watch, it's any sort of content that you consume. And I think that is so interesting. So I have recently been trying to only listen to like positive music. That's one swap that I've been making. Not that I ever really listen to like depressing music, but you know, sometimes occasionally like that one like breakup song hits, even if you've never been in a relationship like me. Hi mama. Love you guys. When I listen to happy music, it literally affects my mood, and there's definitely psychology behind this as well. So now like 90% of my playlists are just super happy songs, and I have definitely seen how it affects my mood and my productivity. Same goes for movies and books and just any sort of entertainment you're consuming. It even comes down to the content creators you're watching. You should only ever watch content creators that motivate you, that make you happy, that make you excited. I strive to make my channel a safe place for everybody, and I really hope my content motivates you. While you're here, if you would like to subscribe, that would literally mean so much to me. Thank you guys so much for 19K. I fell over because my goal for this year was 10K. You guys are amazing. That is so exciting. I'm so grateful. Also, comment down below what your New Year's goals are. I want to hear what you guys are up to. If we have some similar goals, I want to be able to go through that with you. The next healthy habit is something that I've been doing recently that I really wanted to share with you guys because it definitely makes such a big difference in my day, and that is to read my Bible before I go on my phone. Reading the Bible has completely changed my life, and there have actually been studies done that show that reading the Bible can change your outlook outlook on life can improve your mood. And I think just reaching for God's word before reaching for my phone in the morning has dramatically improved my life. For me personally, I get up every single morning, I get my coffee, and I read usually 2 songs. And then I'll usually pick up my phone and text people back or anything like that. But making sure that I do that first and that I spend time with the Lord first really changes my entire day. If you're not Christian, I still recommend you read the Bible because there's a lot of history and poetry and so much wisdom in it. But something else you could try to do before your phone is gratitude journaling. Speaking of which, the next healthy habit is gratitude journaling. I remember I used to actually gratitude journal every single morning, and I would wake up and I would try to write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. And of course in the beginning it's easy because you're just my family, my dog, my friends, stuff like that just comes to the top of your head. But a good challenge that I recommend is every single day do 10 things that are different from the day before, because I found that I kept kind of listing the same things. I kept saying my family every single time, and in reality I think when we try to think outside the box, we find even more to be grateful for. So then I'd be I'm grateful for my wall collage, I'm grateful for my bed, I'm grateful for my skincare routine, even just random things like that. It kind of pushed me to look for things that I'm grateful for that I might often overlook. I have no idea why I stopped. I literally have no idea why I stopped gratitude journaling, but I definitely want to again this year. And I think the best time to do gratitude journaling is in the morning, because then you start the day with a good mindset. The next healthy habit is to dedicate a certain amount of time every single day to your goals. Now I know I talked earlier about doing one little thing at least every single day to achieve your goals, but this is carving time out of your schedule to dedicate to your goals, because so often we just get wrapped up in school and activities and plans and all that stuff, and we can lose sight of our goals, or we leave our stuff till the end of the day and then we're tired and then we just want to chill. So if you find an hour or 30 minutes or even 15 minutes every single day, and if you take that and you dedicate it to your goals, you are going to see crazy results. No matter the amount of time, just making sure that you carve out a certain amount of time every single day to truly dedicate to your goals is going to put you miles ahead. The next healthy habit is actually a habit that billionaires use, or millionaires. I don't know, millionaires for sure. I don't know about billionaires, but I've heard a bunch of super successful people say this. Plan your day the night before. Listen up guys, because this is another thing that I did last year and I saw insane results. Literally on the days that I planned my day the night before, I was 10 times more productive than waking up in the morning and planning my day in the morning. What I found is waking up in the morning and just knowing what I'm going to do helps me so much, because I didn't have to waste any energy on planning out my day. I could literally just jump right into my day and start getting things done. I'm telling you guys, it is literally life-changing. Just try it out for a week and see how much more productive you're gonna be. If you made it to this point, make sure to comment this emoji, and also write down below the biggest lesson you learned in 2023. 2023 is gonna be our year.
2023.
I love you guys so much. Keep smiling, and I will see you in 2024. Bye! I really quick just want to say a little prayer for you guys. Dear God, I thank you so much for this amazing, beautiful person watching this video. I pray, Lord, that you would help them have an amazing year filled with so much joy, so much growth, and I would pray that you would help them achieve their goals. Please let 2024 be a super amazing year, and thank you for everything. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.